Rejects Roundtable.
Welcome to the Rejects
Please send
Roundtable.
help. My name's Adam.
Please send help.
I'm Aaron.
Actually, yeah, that should work. Okay,
This is
how
fucked up.
about this? What do you mean his is fucked up?
This is fucked up.
Yeah, fuck nut. Okay, fuck nut.
This is fuck nut?
You're fuck nut. No.
Fuck nut reporting.
The fuck nut reporting. Imagine being a helicopter rider, like ones that travel, like watch car races and that, and go, fuck nut one reporting out, fuck nut one. That'd be so funny. All right, let's give this a shot.
You already started recording.
Yeah, I know he
Yeah,
did
yeah.
do shit. Welcome to the Rejects Roundtable. Please send help. I'm Adam.
I'm Aaron.
And yeah,
And I'm Lachlan.
there we go. And today, I don't know.
That sounded very awkward of you, Lachlan.
Yeah, very, very
I sounded awkward, did
You
I?
did.
Ah, my bad.
Have you been
Okay.
told off?
Ooh.
Oh.
Come here.
Wait, no, I got it.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
restart.
Nah, keep it
No,
up.
we're alright.
No, we're right. We'll keep going. Alright, anyway. Moving on from interruptions.
Yeah. Today, I'm drinking. Fuck, what am I drinking? I'm drinking.
It's got coconut.
Yeah, no shit. It's got lemon in
tell
it too.
He's got a Coke and
Is
whiskey.
it a whiskey?
Coke and whiskey. Yeah, Coke and
Yeah,
whiskey.
there you
We've
go.
got gin and tonics, Lachlan and I.
And
too.
tonics.
Well, we having certain drinks every episode.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
try it, yeah. Because last time that we caught up, we had a bottle of wine. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Little red.
that's pretty good. I might get a bottle of that.
If
Yeah.
that
Like
episode
by-
Actually,
was
do you want one? Grab one of those.
dead. That episode is
not
dangerous.
the one you gave us, but grab the other one. The other
That's still
two.
here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Is it? No, it's not that one, is it?
It
The
had
wide
birds on it.
array, the wide
What?
collection.
Had a bird on it.
I had a bird on it. Fuck, where is it? Oh, maybe I did use it.
Smashed it.
Yeah, smashed it. Fuck. Yeah, no, I definitely smashed it.
Definitely
Right,
drank it.
very
didn't you?
good.
Yeah.
So what type of gin was this?
What,
This is a juniper gin?
Juniper?
Yeah,
Yeah, or
right.
something.
I say it's not my
Only recently
favorite.
came.
Yeah,
Hold on.
right.
Sure.
I don't.
No.
I have a problem with the word. So, why would you call a gin juniper?
Because it's juniper berries. in it.
Juniper
Yes,
berry.
but that's blatantly obvious. Like,
And
just call it something different, like something. Yeah,
but it's like, is an Australian made gin.
yeah, it is
How
Australian.
many
made
literal terms do we have here?
gin. Yeah, quite a lot. We're not here to fuck
Something's called the
spiders.
Flinders in every state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Matthew Flinders.
the sturt
founder.
the sturt desert pea.
Yeah.
Like that is who discovered it, Mister Fucking
Mr.
Sturt, Mr. Sturt. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking.
Don't know Sir.
Sir Kevin
Not a
Stir.
historian.
Yeah, and then it looks like it's a fucking pea. Like,
Right.
it's pretty
Yeah.
straightforward.
It's the Hills family homestead in the Flinders. Oh wow,
that's
no last
right.
name.
Or what's the
Right.
other one? Barossa Valley fucking vineyards.
Yeah.
No shit. Like, where was it grown? Barossa Valley. What does it grow? Vineyards.
One of
What
our
do you think?
conservation parts.
Yeah.
Deep Creek. Because there's a bunch of creeks.
Yeah.
Oh, are,
And
are,
they're
they,
deep.
are they deep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
deep.
oh.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, well there you go.
I remember in art, I was shit at art, but like when I did art, I had to draw a Sturt Desert Pea, and I was very proud of it because it's the best I'd ever done. And I've got like you have to make it out of like the vinyl, and then you
Yeah.
like carve it out, and then you like ink it and do that. Fucking, I remember my hand hurting so much from having to carve it out, but it looks pretty good. I still got the prints, surprisingly.
You got a C
nice.
minus for it.
I think I got a B.
I think everyone got C minus in art. Just
Yeah.
Fucking all time.
I just wasn't good enough at it. I got given a. Do you remember when they did the green tag, the green stickers?
Yeah.
Because you did a good job. I got one of them, but I didn't have my diary that day, and I didn't go and get a diary
You had to get a
sheet,
green sticker.
so I didn't get given a green sticker.
Well done for participating.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to reward you, but it's going to be on the down low.
Well, I
it's gonna
enjoyed
be on
playing
down.
footy as a kid. Participation awards.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Something
get
that
me
makes
started
me feel
on-
special.
Fuck, don't get me started on participation.
That's all I want in my job. I want participation and a gold star every day. I do well.
Excellent. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a notebook of gold stars.
Just a notebook.
It's just you
Constant.
go buy your
It'd be
own
like-
fucking $1.50 notebook with your $3.50 fucking 100,000 stars.
You get a
and-
couple thousand on the internet for like $3.
Exactly. Yeah, but you just get.
Thank
What,
you, Jeff Bezos.
what are you gonna do? Get each page like, oh, Tuesday, the 11th of the 12th or some shit.
2025.
I gave myself 5 fucking stars. What did you do all day? I took a shit. Like,
I wish
why?
I spoil it.
Yeah.
Every time I have a bad day, it's a cross.
It's a cross.
That's every day.
No
for
gold
me.
star for me.
So every day starts off with a cross.
And then the end of the year is how many beers I get to drink on New Year's Eve.
Excellent. That would be a good one.
That's actually a good idea, actually, because then you can't regulate how.
I'll ask my boss if I deserve a gold star, and if Charlie says yes, it's a beer for New Year's Eve.
Have you seen that meme where? Okay, I want to say it, but it's a little bit adult. Oh,
I don't want
no.
you to say.
Here we go.
No, come on,
Just
please.
so we know, we have rules, Adam.
Yeah, just for me, the one person that.
not us.
Yeah, because we can actually do.
We're higher IQ, so
Hi, oh, bull fucking shit. Oh, Lachlan, do you remember when we were doing tech, right? And like I couldn't
See,
read the
hierarchy.
fucking shut the fuck up. I couldn't read the manual on how to pull the two-stroke motor apart. So
Oh,
you read
yeah.
it for me and just read it to me, and I just pulled it apart.
Yeah, I
then
remember
I put it
that.
back together, and we pissed off BT so bad because he was like, "Yeah, I work with cars all the time," and he did it in like 3-4 lessons. We got done in one, and it was just so fucking funny.
Just pull it apart till it works.
Yeah, literally.
like Dumber and Dumber.
Yeah, no, hang on. He was the smart one. I was not. I
It's
was
like Frankenstein and like Igor in this
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
No, yeah, fair point.
The
He's
doc-
assistant,
Dr.
and,
Frankenstein and
Doctor- yeah.
Frankenstein's monster.
That was a very good point.
Man, I'm looking at like add-ons to put on my bike.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it has an optional USB-C port, and just a USB connector.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder if I can do that myself. And it looks pretty easy. And it's just like, oh, you undo a couple bolts, put this thing through, zip tie it, connect it, and then you're done.
It's never that
I was
simple.
like, I wonder if it will be that easy
No.
though. I don't know.
You go down the rabbit hole. It's like those memes of like, oh, just a simple install. I want to put a new 12-volt socket in my car. 3 hours later, why is the dash gone?
Yeah.
Where is it?
The one that I've seen most commonly is when it's like a 10 mil fucking socket away from being a whole rework, where you tighten it just like a little bit lefty loosey, and then a little bit righty tighty, and then it becomes lefty loosey, and then you're fucked.
And then fucked.
Then
Yeah.
you gotta
The
drill
bolt's
everything. Yeah, the bolt's gone.
Thread that bolt. Yeah.
Or you snap the head off, and then you got stuck in there, and you're like, do I leave it in there or not? Like,
This is why we drink.
Drill it out,
It's the righty
retap
tighty.
it, pull that out.
honestly, I think that, if you had like a hand tap and you could get the force in, you could probably drill it out and hand tap it yourself. And once you hand tapped it, then you could probably put a screw back in. But it's a lot of
Yeah.
effort.
I've seen the people who do it, like where they like drill it out, tap it, and then they pull it out, and you're like, that's just so much effort.
I'll pull out the original.
Yeah, to then put a new screw back in.
No, I would just get a longer and like big one. Just send it.
Send it through, drill it out,
It's got-
retap it.
Think about it. It's got more
Yeah.
cushioning around the screw.
That's what
Yeah,
tech
yeah.
screws are for.
Yeah.
Tech screws do everything.
Fuck.
The DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
That's what I've been told off at work before. Putting like a handle back into a kayak and just tech screw it. Not the right thing. You meant to do like stainless steel screws with Phillips head on it.
Fuck no.
No, tech screw rips out a week later. Wow, who did that?
Take screw it again. Put two in
God,
there.
put it
Fuck
back in.
Put two.
Put two. Fuck it.
Bam.
So there's a kayak that we needed to go out, but we didn't have a spare seat for it. And I was like, oh, this seat looks somewhat similar. Tech screw.
Tech screw.
Straight through plastic. Not the
Nice.
plastic of the boat, the plastic of the seat.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not making holes in the bottom of the boat.
No, otherwise it'll sink.
Yeah.
Nah, you
Eventually.
just no. You do that to the kids you don't like, and then they have to slowly just dish it out all the time.
I know what it's like, sitting in a boat with a hole in it. It's not fun. When you get
Yeah.
to the end of the day and your rear hatch is filled up and your dry bags are floating in your hatch that's meant to be waterproof, and you
Oh.
pull out your sleeping bag and you're like,
That's
Cool.
all wet.
that's wet.
Oh, that'll be
And someone's
fucking
giving you a
terrible.
dry bag and they're like, excellent, it works great. You pull out your tent, it's soaking wet. Inside the dry bag, you're like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to go dry everything before I go to bed tonight
Yeah.
in 6 hours.
I do that
Okay.
with like when I come back, or like when I'm driving to work and back, and it's raining, on the bike, I'll put the wet weather gear on. I'm like, yeah, I'm all good. And then I get like 10 minutes down the road, and I'm like, it feels. I don't know if I'm just feeling things, but it feels wet. And then you, sure enough, get there, completely wet. Everything's drenched.
I'm sorry.
You
If you
must
think I'm
avoid-
not going to talk about that, like, fuck off. I'm not banned from talking about that. We
What'd
can
you
talk
do?
about that later.
He is banned from
No,
out now. Please,
No.
can you hold the
you nearly
whiteboard
said it. Huh, you nearly said it.
So
And if
you
you
know.
say I'm going to talk about it.
You can't talk about
Can
it.
you hold it up so Lachlan can see, please?
Oh, well, I rubbed it out, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's our orange friend. Anyway,
Yeah,
so.
right. The Lorax.
Wow. Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
Oompa Loompas. Shit. What do you think Charlie did when he caught them? Do you think it was like a mass migration thing, or do you think it was like tried to bribe them, or do you think it was just like the stolen generation where you had nets?
This
Like
is
what
the Independent Declaration.
Yeah.
of the Oompa Loompas? Fuck yeah! Have you ever heard of
We're not
fucking
going back to
Indonesia? Like fuck.
Abraham Lincoln.
You know the origins of
He was a vampire hunter. Did you know?
what?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham
Yeah, that
Lincoln.
was so
Fuck.
Good movie.
Maybe
I mean, that
Buffy-
was a good history.
Maybe Buffy
Yeah.
the Vampire Slayer came with him. Fuck.
But it was
Based
a
on
real
a true
vampire
story.
hunter. He was built.
Yeah.
Yeah, output
Okay.
unit.
What a unit.
Historical
Ruled
figures.
America and killed vampires.
Yeah, fair point. Historical figures, when you look at them, you see them and you go, they're kind of like just old dudes in wigs. No, they're fucking crazy. Like, what was it? One of the presidents
No,
had.
Abraham Lincoln was built, not crazy.
Yeah, no. But I'm going on to a twist here. One of the presidents literally had a mouth full of fucking wood teeth and goddamn horse teeth.
Yep.
Like, which one was that?
They still make prosthetic teeth out of horse
Oh.
horse like bone. I think
Yeah.
it is, or is it cow
Is that
bone?
George Washington? Was that you?
Yeah.
No.
No. Hang on. Which one was the one that fucked everything? Like, there was one that.
That's every leader.
Yeah, fair
almost.
point.
Close.
The only one that didn't get away with it was JFK. But anyway.
Yeah. Right.
Scrap the episode, we're done.
Okay, done.
We're over.
We're over. Just don't talk about 9/11. Shit.
Now we are done. See, this is why we have to control him.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. I see the
We're
problem.
adding that to the list.
No, okay, what? JFK, fucking Trump, and 9/11.
Please.
I'm not allowed to talk about any of them.
We're gonna have 3
No.
pilot episodes before this takes off.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all going to be
Before
cut
we're
in.
at episode 1.
They're all going to be cut in together.
So on a different topic of news.
Oh,
so,
yeah. What other topic
we're
do you
kicking
want to talk
Adam
about?
out.
Kicking Adam out.
It's
You-
my
Let's
house.
just go from the two-man
Wow.
podcast to two-man podcast.
Yeah,
Fair play.
we can throw you in the fire.
Oh, yeah, fuck. There was that. Yeah, literally the house. Over the road. Went
You
on
forgot
fire.
already, didn't you?
Fuck,
On fire.
yeah, I did actually. Shut up.
You like fire?
I have
Where?
a goldfish memory. Like, literally, I'll swim around the same bowl 3 times and go, why am I here? Like,
I wonder how it happened. Like, was it just like the stove,
I don't
like
know.
stovetop? Someone burnt something and then it lit up, or
We need a reference point here where there's a fire 50 meters away. The
yeah,
house is on fire. It's all good, guys. It's under control.
yeah. It's
Don't worry
across
about
the
it.
road.
The whole roof
There's
is
4
burnt.
trucks there.
Roof
I know there's
gone.
like 5 trucks there now. No,
there's
6.
5.
Yeah.
Multiple resources. We're all good. We're
Yeah.
just sitting here doing a podcast.
Sitting podcast. If
Fire
we
in
burn, we
background.
burn.
Just Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah, it smells like
Right,
smoke.
mate.
It's pretty good.
does.
Like a smoky smoker is going off. Oh,
Yeah,
good
someone
crap.
cooked a lamb chop a little bit too long.
I am now getting hungry. Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm now feeling a beef brisket.
I thought you two had lunch before you came here.
We did.
Oh.
I
had
just
breakfast.
TGI Fridays.
Oh, I thought you had lunch. You were going out for lunch. No?
No,
No, he was.
Oh.
crispy chicken burger, man.
Why don't
Ooh,
you
that
say
sounds
something for
amazing.
Lachlan? You should have said
Oh,
something for
sorry,
him.
let me regurgitate it like
Yeah.
a bird.
Yeah.
Go on.
Mama
Fucking
bird.
do it.
I'll bait
Do
it,
it,
babe.
bitch.
Yep.
Fucking dodos. Why are dodos so slow? Why couldn't they be faster? We
I
could have
would
had them
wish.
there.
How do you
Which
know how
dodos?
fast they were?
They're still
They
real.
were slow as fuck.
We never
man.
saw 'em.
They were
I wish
slow
they didn't go
as
exist.
fuck.
Extinct. Oh god.
Extinct.
They went extinct.
What is extinct? Is that a new fucking
Yeah.
pawpaw cream? What?
It's a new trend. We're calling it extinct.
New
Bold of
trend.
Adam to pick on someone for words.
Oh yeah, the dyslexic, thanks. Hey, it's just the factor that
Just
I
facts.
can render an image in my head, 3 dimensionals, dimensionals.
Don't you mean 4-dimensional?
There you
one?
go.
Okay, I may not be able to. I may not be able to spell, and I may not be able to fucking do anything. Just get rid of that. It's an old system. Shut up.
Yeah, mate.
Okay, for reference, we are running this whole thing off of a very
I've
old
got a
laptop.
really good laptop.
Ah,
That's good stuff.
this thing used to
so
melt your
good.
balls. It used to melt your balls so fucking quick. It wasn't funny.
We all have good money.
Well, it says GeForce GTX on it, so it's a bit old.
Yeah,
Not
it's a
even
bit.
an RTX. I've had that for like 4 or 5 years. Oh, 4 years now, I think.
Got this
Uh,
back in fucking. I can't remember when I got this. It was fucking ages ago,
Yeah,
and I
right.
only just revived it by updating it.
Hmm.
Fucking hell.
Couple of updates, she'll be right.
Couple of
Blow
updates
the
that took
dust
nearly
out.
3 days.
Yeah. Well,
Is that Australian Wi-Fi you're talking about?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the
bad and
shittest-
bad.
Shittest
Crap.
Wi-Fi in the world.
absolute dog water.
But the premise is right.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of lit.
It's pretty good, but it's also you get that all around other places already. That's like okay, we're a
South
bit
Australia
behind.
is like the backwater
Yeah,
of Australia.
yeah.
Mm.
We're 15 years behind.
Yep,
Are
100%.
we?
Yeah, because we were
Especially
free,
in
free
networks
settlers,
and
remember?
technology
We're
and
not
stuff.
convicts.
Yeah,
What?
We weren't built in convicts. We were built in free settlement.
yeah,
That's a fair point. That's a very
It's
fair
my
point.
it's my reasoning. That's all I got.
yeah. Did you
Well,
just gargle?
No, I tried to eat the lemon and it did not work. All right,
Did
shut
not
up.
work.
I still can't believe you eat lemon with the skin.
Shut up. It tastes good. Lemons are good for you. It's like garlic and onion. It is good for you. People don't like it because it doesn't
Just like,
feel
who
good,
eat-
but it's good.
Who eats onion skin?
Yeah.
No
Say-
I eat onion skin.
Psych-
like
Psychopath.
Shrek. Like
No.
ogres have layers.
No. Let
like
me
an
explain.
onion.
No. Let me explain how I
No,
eat
I
onion
don't think I
skin.
want to hear it.
No, you do, because basically what I do is you get the skin, the shitty bits, right?
What, the
and
brown?
you bake it. Yeah, the brown shit. You bake it at 150 for about 5 to 6 minutes, or 5 to 10 minutes, right? Then once you've done that, you get it out of the oven. Yeah, thank you. You get it out of the oven and then you grind it up on a mortar and pestle, right? And then once you ground it up into a mortar and pestle, you use it as a seasoning.
What does it taste like?
Pardon me, it tastes like onion.
So
Yeah,
it tastes
right.
like ass.
It tastes like ass. Same thing
paper.
with garlic. You can do the same thing with ground up garlic shells too.
Yeah, right.
It actually tastes pretty good. So whenever you get like onion powder or onion seasoning, same thing. That's all they do. They dehydrate it and then they send it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I
So
mean-
like you can reuse most of your kitchen waste.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can get it really like down to a
Down.
minimum. It's like roots. You don't really use because they don't have much of anything for it, especially in cooking. Like you could probably use it for something else.
Stew. Stew's the
Um,
best thing to use it
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
Bones are really good for broths.
That's true.
And then you can make your own bouillon cubes.
Yes,
I love doing that. That's so fucking good.
I always I try and keep like the cuttings of like if we make a brisket or something like that. I usually try and cut off all the excess fat and I'll put that in its own tray in there.
Yeah.
And then that will get a bunch of dripping and or tallow.
Tallow, yeah.
And then you just pour that into a jar and then you just like start cutting it off and it's
Tallow's the best. I got a whole,
Great.
I got a whole fucking, I got a whole jar of pig tallow, and it is when you redo a pork roast with that
Yeah.
pig tallow. Best shit ever.
good
Like you
stuff.
get the it just tastes good.
yeah, 100%. I saw Wagyu beef tallow in the shoppings like
Just in the shop.
in the shops and I was like I kind of want to try it but
You
it's
see,
a bit wanky.
buying,
Bit unsure.
Yeah.
buying tallow
Who
from,
knows?
Still a common man.
buying tallow
Not
from the
quite there. Yeah,
store.
like,
Yeah.
Buying tallow from the store, it's very processed, as in
Oh,
like
100%.
it's strained out. So you've got all the good shit.
It's got to fit into like so many food safety categories that like
But if you do it at home,
if you do it at home,
so good.
perfectly safe, but like it's probably more sketchy and
Oh, no.
and it probably wouldn't be allowed on a shelf.
Oh no, you wouldn't be allowed it on a shelf without actually processing it and cooking
They
it.
have a lot of safety standards to go by compared to what you can do at home.
Compared to
Definitely.
oils and shit, yeah. Like if you get your own, did you hit a hard bit?
I'm not a big fan of that gin.
Do you want a sweetener or something?
Nah,
Or-
it's alright.
But no, and his is already gone. Anyway,
Oh, mine's down here.
oh okay, fine.
It's all right. I'm drinking slowly.
Sure.
I'm driving today.
Oh, really?
Responsible.
But no, rendering down your own fat and then actually kind of separating, because when fat hardens and solidifies, you get a gelatinous mess at the bottom, right? You can get rid of that and fuck it off, but you can use it for other things. It is good for, I think, baking and that, especially when you start getting into your chicken and duck tallow.
Oh, yeah.
Your duck
It is.
grease. Really good for baking. So a lot of your old-fashioned shepherd's pies and like really old-fashioned, what are they called? Like the old mince pies and meat pies. They use like duck fucking fat and like gel. So it's really just a refined form of gelatin if you
I
want
really
to refine it now.
when I cook steaks now, I really love just like basting.
Oh,
Based
It's like
on butter?
making a good like butter. Like Australia Day this year made a cowboy butter.
That'd be good.
what's your favorite?
Partner did,
butter?
it was just like paprika, garlic, salt and pepper. A lot of butter inside of it, Scotch fillet, nice thick cut. A few
Yeah.
minutes each side on high heat.
For Australia
You
Day,
tend to burn the butter a little bit, but
Oh,
Yeah.
nah,
it
fuck it.
soaks in really well and
Send
it's
it.
covered. Nice
yeah,
rare medium.
exactly. Well, you cook up the steak and then you once
Yeah.
it's just before it's done kind of thing. You turn it down, chuck the butter in, and then just start basting it. You get the brown butter as well.
You do.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Very nice.
It's actually elite. Probably the best way.
I mean, the way we did it at Australia Day is I cut up the steaks, seasoned them, left them in the fridge for a while, brought them out, cooked them up, and then we made a garlic sauce on the side.
Yeah.
So we just had garlic sauce on the steak, and
I do rate that.
so
I love when it's
good.
infused with the steak a lot, and it's just
Yeah.
like all throughout it.
100%.
The steak rips away really easily.
Yeah,
It's not overcooked.
yeah,
It's done
exactly.
just right when it's easy to cut.
Yeah, I really like buying the roasts or like the portions
Oh yeah.
where you can like cut your own
Yeah,
thickness of steak. And it's also usually cheaper
Mm.
because like if you buy a Scotch fillet already cut, they're like, oh, it's 25-30 bucks a kilo, where you can buy a kilo or whatever for like less than that, and you cut your own steaks and it's all the same size
Yeah.
and or
Get
the
to
right size.
Get to the right thickness you want.
Mm.
Because a good thick steak is really good to cook with.
Yeah, exactly.
If you had to buy in like the quick cook ones you get from Coles that are
Mm.
minute, like 2 centimeters thick, and
Yeah,
comes with
My
garlic butter. You
God.
literally cook them 30 seconds each side.
yeah. You can't get a good crust on them.
Like you just can't.
Because they
Um,
curl and then they go fucking overdone way
Yeah.
too
So
quick.
that was my issue
Yeah.
in Australia days. I was cooking on a butane cooker and just like trying to get the right heat level
Yeah,
to
it's
cook
hard.
on it, and like the pan wasn't very good,
Yeah,
and like so I just didn't get a good crust.
It's like,
steak was still good, but
Mm.
you want that crust.
it's like at home. We use a cast iron. That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, elite.
Um,
Start cooking with woks.
Yeah. Well, we use the wok burner as well.
Yeah.
So it's like get it as hot as possible.
Like,
Sear
And
that
that's
shit.
what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get
So
a nice
good.
medium rare or rare medium.
Mm.
Like literally just a few minutes on each side. It's great.
Yeah.
I
My
will
parents like it a bit more done. They do it medium well.
Just fucking
So I try to cook theirs for longer.
burnt.
And I'm like, how's yours? And they're like, yeah, it's very red. And I like look at it and I'm like, somehow I cooked yours for longer and mine's was more cooked than yours. What the hell's going on
What is
here?
this? It's probably because you cooked it last.
Yeah.
The pan's hotter. You're
Yeah.
getting more heat out of it. You start cooking it for less times.
Hmm.
Because what I noticed is like on Australia Day, like I cooked like Sean's first, then Naomi's, and I cooked mine. And mine I put on for like 45 seconds less. And it was cooked probably more than what
Yeah.
theirs were.
Yeah.
So like a
Um,
medium rare, it was like a medium, and I was like,
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play sad violin.
Yeah.
There's that.
Love a good steak in life.
You know what I
love
want to
mine.
do? I want to go down to Costco with you guys, and then we'll go down and we'll buy a big pork like I did last time, and we'll divvy out portions. How about that?
Yeah,
100%.
Costco's great.
Yeah.
It's really good for like your mass amounts of meat,
Yeah,
but
it
when you start getting into like more of your prime cuts for like your beef and your sheep and shit,
It's,
then
um,
it starts getting expensive.
What a different
And you're
top-
better off going to a butcher for those.
Yeah.
But if you go to a butcher, then therefore they only sell it by the cut. Unless you order it by
Yeah,
the
pre-order it. You can always
Yeah,
ask the
man.
butcher, and a lot of time they'll sell it for a different price.
See, sadly enough, the cheapest we found is around about $400 per full sheep, and around about $1,400 for per cow, whole
Yeah,
cow.
yeah.
So
400,
no,
4,000.
1,400. No, sorry, fuck. That was half a cow. 1,400 for half a cow, and then for a full cow, it was like nearly 3,000 or something.
Right.
And that was with it being all cut up and processed as well.
It was like
So-
after we went to that
Yeah.
carnivore restaurant.
Oh, that was
where
good.
we got the Thor and the tomahawk steak, and we spoke to that
yeah.
guy in 48 flavors, and he was talking about how he does his own cuts and
Yeah.
buys it by the half a cow.
Yeah.
And it's just so much
You
cheaper
literally
in the long
love
run.
Cheaper in the
you
long
just
run.
freeze it, eat it over a couple months.
I'm just gonna save up for a deep freezer, like one of the vertical ones.
Yeah, just get a
Yeah.
deep freezer,
Yep.
put it out in the shed or something.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
in the garage.
two
Or in the
freezers.
garage.
I have no shed yet.
It's true.
Yeah,
Get around to it once they put a fence up.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
When the fence comes,
When eventually
But
comes.
do-
all you hear is
What I want to do out the front basically is I want to put like a somewhat of a dividing wall in between the front of the house and the front of the
I remember you
road.
saying you would put a gate up to it.
Yeah, I want to put a sliding gate across,
Yeah.
so for like it just blocks the noise, and also had a couple of crackheads run across us, so it's a bit weird.
Yeah, right.
Sorry guys, it's just South Australia.
Yeah,
Australia.
it was
Australia,
fucking,
mate.
it was fucking hilarious though. Like I got up one day at like 2 o'clock in the morning to go to work, right? And I'm at my car, right? And I park out the front, right? I'm at my car. unlock it, and then I open up the front door, unlock the back door, and then I put my air ski in, and this guy's walking past him, and he's muttering to himself, like, and there you go, and he just yells out, "You what, cunt?" And I was just like, "Whoa, hi," and then he goes, "You talking to me?" And I was like, "No," and he goes, "Okay," and he just walks off, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just slowly crawl behind him and make sure he doesn't double back onto my house. Like, fuck.
That's your local crack addict. Alright.
It was
My motto's
funny
always
as
been
shit.
crack addicts will leave you alone. So meth heads.
Oh, meth heads. No, they go in your
scary.
face. It's
Alright, they
scary.
will come up to you.
See, okay,
Yeah.
the meth heads, they're in your face.
Bit of
Crack
an issue in
addicts.
this state.
Yeah, a bit of an issue.
Ice Capital.
Yeah,
Mount
we are in
Gambier.
the ice capital.
Yeah, we
Mount
are.
Gambier.
Sadly, no. Yeah. Meth heads, they'll attack you. Crack addicts, they'll normally just argue with you and fuck off. Cocaine, like someone on cocaine, they just want a good time.
They do.
And they just want to give you some sort
They
of
just want
fucking
ping
pyramid
for
scheme.
the best 30 minutes of their life and
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's it.
go to bed.
And then like the people that are smoking like a shit ton of weed, they're just fine. Like you don't need to worry about them. Like they'll probably ask you for $1 or two, but like,
Isn't there one that's like super paranoid and like
Yeah, weed can be
Yeah.
like real bad paranoia.
you
Yeah,
can
right.
go really the opposite way.
Same with like LSD.
right?
You can, if you are like go into it with a bad mindset,
Oh yeah, you're fine.
you could do
Fuck.
Or shrooms.
you can do
Shrooms.
some pretty like stupid shit.
Yeah, right.
Especially like LSD, like shrooms and LSD is so different because shrooms you can come out of like you don't come out of your trip, but it's shorter. It's only like 3 to 6 hours depending on your metabolism.
Yeah.
3 to 6 hours.
Yeah,
Some of them
LSD
can be,
is
like,
12
12.
hours, like
Yeah.
12 hours,
Fuck.
and up,
Yeah.
and you could literally go to bed and wake up and you're still in the trip.
Uh-huh.
Jesus
So you
Christ.
can't get out of it. Like if
You
you're having a
gotta
bad
wait.
trip,
Ooh.
and like this is why they always say when it's
Nightmare.
like if you do it a first time, if you ever do it, don't recommend it. Is like have someone there who's
A sitter.
a sitter or someone who's done it before to sort of like watch and monitor so you don't do dumb
Yeah.
stuff. Because there's
Jesus
stories of
Christ.
people like killing themselves and like
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
you know, and they've had
Just go
their or
absolutely
people have their
mental.
life changing moment and go fuck this shit.
and
like,
then
and
they're done.
disappear. Like all sorts, and people do have their epiphanies and like change their life. They get fitter, they get healthier, make money.
From
Everything has their positive and negative. So
Yeah.
in the drug universe,
From
or
what I've heard,
drinking,
yeah, literally.
alcohol's a drug. So is coffee,
Oh fuck! Don't talk
Yeah,
to me
the
about
caffeine.
coffee.
caffeine addiction.
I am addicted to that one.
What's caffeine? It's not a depressant. It's a
It's an antidepressant.
I don't remember. What's the
Makes me go
term
zoom
for it?
zoom.
Because there's different terms for like
It's a
different types of
stimulant.
drug. It's a stimulant. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because alcohol, what's alcohol? It's depressant.
it's a suppressor. Yeah.
Suppressant. Yeah.
Suppressant, yeah.
That's why you're not supposed to mix your highs and lows. So you're not
Yeah.
supposed to have vodka Red Bulls because technically
Yeah, mix
you're
It's a
mixing a
both.
low with a
stimulant and
high.
suppressant.
But
Um,
mate, they're so fucking good.
they're
Jaeger
good, though.
bombs and
They
vodka
are.
Red Bulls, Skittle bombs. Fuck
Skittle
it,
bomb.
send it.
And that's why we drink coffee is stimulate the brain, wake it up a bit. I mean, it doesn't work for everyone. You have just
No,
super
not for
ADHD
me.
people that they can have 6 coffees and you go,
I'm gonna go sleep.
I'm going to
now.
go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And that's
know.
our good friend Adam over here.
Oh, fuck
with
off.
his multiple Monster Energy drinks a
Oh,
day.
well, I was gonna say there was one day that
Slowly
no.
getting healthier and healthier
next
by the
week,
day.
This next week, cold turkey.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't believe
None at all.
Don't,
no,
don't
no,
go cold turkey. Have at least like
no.
2 or 3 during the week.
Cold turkey
Have
because
your
I can't
coffee.
afford it.
Right.
I'll still have my coffee in the morning
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
That's
okay.
a triple shot, so that's okay. It's
Oh, well,
not
that's
full
good.
cold turkey.
You have a coffee machine for a reason.
Oh, I gotta descale that fucking
It's
thing
like this man over here has a coffee machine for a
for
reason.
a reason. Yeah,
But he has a coffee every morning at work.
yeah,
No,
I
you
buy
can pay
2.
for.
Yeah.
yeah. You pay for it.
And then I have pre-workout.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm almost as
tried,
bad as him.
This is why you're always on like a high.
Yeah,
I tried the
Always on a
pre-workout
stimulation
side,
high.
yeah. 100%.
and I haven't found one that doesn't taste like chalk. Give me one that doesn't taste like
What's
fucking
that for,
chalk.
sorry?
Pre-workout.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My fucking god! It feels like I'm chewing on a bot. You know those big round tubs that you buy
Chewing.
from kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like you're chewing on that chalk.
How do you have your pre-workout?
I mix it with energy drinks, but we don't talk about that. Okay. Shut
So
up.
what?
That's even worse.
So what you're
I call it
supposed
the heart
to do-
attack. All right. Shut up.
You're supposed to have.
You're supposed to have like
Heart attack at 26.
it's like
Well, it's supposed to be like an 8% solution.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like 100 ml per 1 liter of water.
Yeah. So I have my
That's
scoop.
nearly it. That's a 10 or 1 nearly.
Yeah, I have a
Half a
scoop.
litre per 250 ml.
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
Well,
Monster
no,
Energy.
I did that properly. Oh no, hang on, no, hold up. That's when I was fucked. All right. Then I did it properly, and I tried doing the water
Oh,
solution,
shit.
and I did it. I actually doubled the water, so I had 2 liters to every. How much? Thingy was 250 grams of fucking whatever, like powder.
How much powder? Okay, so
God, I don't
do
know.
a scoop of powder.
How much is that?
20 to 30 grams.
Okay, so it must be less than that. It must
Something
be
like
100
that?
grams. But yeah, no, I did double the amount because it said it's on the packet. It was like one of those little sachet packets.
Yeah, they
It
have
was-
1 and 2 servings, or like half, or double, or full strength.
It
Right,
was
guys,
a
yeah. Let's just get gamer subs.
Gamer
fuck
subs.
off.
Never had any.
This is a
Or
sponsorship.
G
Oh,
Fuel.
man, I wanted to
Raid,
get
Shadow
some.
Legends.
Oh fuck.
Hell yeah.
Man, the amount of times you hear those fucking ads is
Oh.
retarded. as
Don't hear
shit.
them as much anymore.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
actually,
that's a good
but
Which is
point.
nice.
Maybe it's
Kinda
just
nice.
dropped off.
Even honey. Honey's dropped off.
Well,
Yeah,
they
honey
had
promotions
some
weren't
big
super. They had issues,
issue.
didn't
I don't know
Yeah,
what
they
I don't
did.
know what it was. I
There
never
was
looked
some-
into it.
they? Not to like spread speculation. It was like a scam thing.
Was it? Right.
I don't know. It's
Probably
what I heard.
false
Some scam
advertising
thing,
or
false
something like that.
advertising or something.
Yeah.
Like it worked, but it didn't.
It worked, but it didn't.
It never
Oh, no,
worked much for me.
Hold on, I think it was actually because it wasn't a scam towards the client; it was a scam towards the business, because they would put their extra percentage up, and then they'll get a crazy discount from the business, but then the business wasn't getting their fair cut.
Yeah.
So it
Probably,
was So you're really on a losing streak there. We really do need like another computer that we can just Google shit on.
That's why we got mobiles.
Yeah, but I'm too slow.
While we're
mate.
waiting for an answer.
Yeah.
What shake product do you actually use?
Yeah, what do you use?
I use one called
Like Man
Apollo.
What was that? Sorry.
Well, hold on, shake process and pre-workout.
Yeah, pre-workout.
Yeah, I use Apollo. It's like blue
I have
raspberry.
heard of it. Yeah.
I got it because it's less caffeine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm already having 2 coffees.
Already
So
three coffees a day.
so I'll have one. You can still have double strength,
Yeah, I know,
but that's how I do it, and
you know.
it works for me.
Okay.
I find, but
No, I might take that before I go to bed.
my issue is that like caffeine doesn't affect me.
Oh, same.
So it's like I don't notice I don't have it until I don't have it. It's like, or like
I'm very similar.
you feel the low, but you don't feel the high.
I've got a question. Why can't we just put the Coke back into Coca-Cola? Like, come on.
Because it'd be our hearts would explode.
I don't think so.
Do you know how much? Like people drink like 2 liters a day.
That's why I don't drink much fizzy
They
drink.
do fart.
Like even though like drinking gin and tonic, just get no
Yeah.
sugar tonic. It's a lot of sugar and tonic.
There is.
Yeah.
It's just
Like-
almost
I love
like
how it's like
Wrap
no
done.
sugar tonic, but it still requires sugar to make.
Yeah, technically it does. It's like even drinking like whiskey. I'd rather have it on rocks nowadays, or the beers is
I'm not at that point yet.
not the most healthiest things.
Yeah,
It's like
fucking-
I don't know. I don't drink
Yeah.
much. I'll have 1 or 2
there is still
after
a
work nowadays, but
fucking carton of beer in the work fridge. Like, no
Yeah.
one's drinking it because we just can't be fucked. It's not the end of the year. Like, yeah. But no.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it seems like it was kind of like a misadvertising thing. They like basically they were scamming or like I don't really know how to explain it. Basically like they would I think work with the content creators.
sorry about that noise.
I forgot it was lime, not lemon. Fuck.
The worst.
Anyway, as you were saying about honey.
Yeah, so they like with the content creators, I think they would provide links and they wouldn't provide a shopping like it wouldn't be much cheaper at all, but they'd like somehow get profit off of it,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
It's like a promotional like sponsorship. It's like
Yeah.
10% off on my discount code.
Yeah.
It's not really like you think it is, but like
They've just marked it up
They've
by
marked it up
15%,
already.
dropped it by 10, and they're still making a profit.
that's
kind of
happening
thing.
more and more nowadays. No,
It is.
'Cause I noticed over like Christmas sales, I went to buy something and it was like there was some company that did it. Something was marked up. It was literally just the original price. It was some
Yeah.
game on Steam or something. I think it was.
Well, I bought a GoPro for my helmet the other day, or last year, and I bought the 12, I think it is, or yeah, 12. And I was like, oh, do I get it in this black, it was just on sale, or do I get it in the Black Friday sale? And I was like, oh, I'll get it in this sale. And I got it, and it was like, I don't know, $300 or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good price to get it. but I'm probably gonna have a. It's probably gonna be less in Black Boxing Day.
Yeah, yeah.
It went up in price and then it got dropped down, and it didn't reach the same price I bought it for. And I was like, cool, all right.
Cool.
So
Ripped off.
Boxing Day sale, get on this sale or this Black Friday sale, and it's not a great sale because it was on less than that without any special occasion.
Not worth it.
Yeah,
Us as a consumer getting fucked over.
yeah,
And people fall for it because it's easy. So,
yeah.
unfortunately,
Hi, Nala. My little pussycat. What are you doing?
Cats come into the office.
it's a man
Should we call
office.
this an office?
Office.
I don't think it's an office.
Call this
I don't know.
Cave.
the Rejects Roundtable.
Rejects
Podcast room.
round table. I mean, this is a pretty round table. It's an oval.
SOS.
It's an oval.
Yeah,
fair point.
SOS, please.
Hi, Nala. What are you doing? Come here.
You know a topic I was talking about the other day? Have you ever, like, read up into, like, the stupid conspiracy theories that if there's a, like, human civilization, if we were in a hive mind, traffic wouldn't exist? Have you ever, like, seen that crap? That, like, the reason we have traffic is because people have different reaction times and they take off at different times.
Yeah,
And that's the reason we get stuck in traffic.
yeah,
It's someone being inattentive, someone on their phone. That's why we brought out mobile detection phone cameras here. Like, all this crap. And it's if we all took off in the exact same time in our vehicles and, like, everything runs smoothly, traffic wouldn't exist.
yeah.
So we just need to be a hive mind.
Because theoretically, what max speed here is 110. Theoretically, we could go 200 everywhere.
Yeah, 200.
and it wouldn't matter.
Nothing would matter 'cause we're all thinking the same, going the same.
Yeah,
But there's, like, movies that have done this stuff where it's, like, automated cars all going the same speed. There's no traffic.
yeah,
They're just waiting for traffic lights, and that's the only bit of traffic.
yeah.
Just
Exactly.
waiting for, you know, a four-way intersection, like
Yeah.
a five-way
Yeah.
intersection like we have here.
Which could theoretically they could slow and
bottlenecking.
stuff like that, and then just pass through each other like
Yeah.
a mesh.
Like, it would
But if that
work.
went wrong,
If something went wrong, that's okay. But like, I watched some stupid documentary on it a while ago. You know when you're just like, when you're younger and you're like late night, 4 in the morning, your
Yeah.
YouTube like down the deep hole,
somehow it gets
watching
so
some weird
philosophical.
stuff, and you're all of a sudden you're philosophical.
Yeah,
You haven't slept in 36 hours,
I was
and
watching.
you're watching something in a hive mind.
Yeah, I was watching a bunch of things on like nuclear disasters and nuclear power and like all these things, and I was like, and it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what am I doing? Why
Where
am
am
I?
I?
Why am I going through nuclear
I've got a
physics
bed.
right now?
It's like I remember being a kid watching like ABC3, and you fall asleep on TV, your TV doesn't turn off, and you wake up to like Rage.
Rage.
Rage. I love Rage.
It's just
Fucking-
some weird like
weird indie band that's just
indie band
playing.
that's playing in the background. It's like weirdly scary for a 14-year-old to watch.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's
But it was-
going on?
it
I
was
don't know what it
good.
was.
I'm having
I always
nightmares
had-
about this.
I was also always like kind of a bit cautious or
Yeah.
scared about Rage. I was like, what
Were
is
you
this?
watching,
I
like-
fucking loved it. I
What is
watched
it?
it all the
Let's
time.
goes on like channel 93 or 97 now or something.
Yeah.
Instead of
that's
channel
strange.
90.
Yeah,
It's like, watching Go, you'd watch like Adventure Time, you watch a regular show,
that was good.
and you fall asleep at like 9:30 as a kid, and you wake up and it's just some fucking like weird documentary about some psychopath or
Yeah,
pedophile, and you're like, turn it off.
yeah.
And then you gotta sleep with a nightlight.
I remember
Yeah.
there was a stint
100%.
during my early adolescence where there was a certain period of
You're not
time.
adolescent anymore.
Shut the fuck up. There was a certain period of time around about 11:40 at night. Eventually, the titty cams would come on. Fucking
Yeah,
best
right.
thing ever.
Elite.
So it was literally just of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty self-explanatory. It was just kind of like eye candy. That's all it was. It was a whole program of that, just videos collected together.
Well, I
And
never had a
don't know
TV
how-
in my room, so like,
Oh no, I,
never
didn't
got
have
to
it
see
in
any
my
of
room
that.
either. Yeah, I
Right.
just had to be quickly, like really, like a fucking quick draw.
I got a
and
TV
all
in my
that.
room. I think it was about 14. It's like a little like 26-inch, 27-inch
Yeah.
TV. Not a smart TV. You had to watch stuff on like games
yeah.
on the TV.
I used to play a bunch of. Well, I mean, you and I used to play a bunch of things.
Oh no, his drink has been stolen. Oh no,
So his
he's
drink
on a
was
quest
stolen.
to get it back.
He can have mine if he wants.
Is it too strong?
I'm just not a fan of the gin.
Just not a fan of gin.
Nah.
Just dry fucking gin.
I think it's the juniper.
Juniper.
I mean, you and I used to just
I don't
play
like gin because it has juniper
God
in
of
it.
War Dark Crusade.
that was a good
I think
game.
you and I had at least 6 playthroughs together.
Yeah, that was a
Doing
great
the
game.
Imperium or the Orcs.
Yeah.
The Elder.
I
Every
remember
time
it
I
was
came
like,
over,
yeah,
Don't
I'd
get
go
me
over
started.
yours. We'd play like Saints Row
Saints
or
Row,
Portal.
2 player and
or-
Saints Row 2.
Yeah,
When I stole your Portal game,
yeah,
I still have it to
Still
this
have it.
day.
yeah.
Fucking.
I found it the other day. I was going through my old like 360 games. I sent Lachlan a photo. I'm like, hey, look, do you want me to return this?
Still got Portal.
I sent to him maybe for his 25th. I'll wrap it
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah,
None of us have a 360 anymore. I don't even have a console that has a DVD.
I do have the
CD drive in
360
it.
still.
Yeah.
I still have.
I don't know if
My
Wow.
brother has mine.
I don't know if it works or not.
Mine probably doesn't.
My Xbox One doesn't. Just
It doesn't.
Mine
I
doesn't.
tried to turn it on, just doesn't work.
Yeah, mine doesn't
Alright.
work. That's why I bought a Series S.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Because I'm close. I'm pretty close to buying a Series X
Hmm.
just for the disc drive, so I can play some old games.
Yeah, right.
No,
that's
like
fair.
I have on CD, but I don't want to rebuy it on digital.
I wonder if you can get like if you can. I don't know how
Like an
legal it is,
emulated
but like if you
PC or
download it online, technically you own the physical copy.
Yeah, but
I
it's not a
think
thing like that. Microsoft
Yeah.
love like not doing that for you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
but
you just have to download it from a website
Yeah.
somewhere.
That's why I was looking into the Steam Deck because I want to buy a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Get like 1
Oh,
terabyte
yeah.
OLED, and I was like, oh, you can have Discord on it, but you can also download a bunch of emulators on it.
Right.
Like it's got support for it. So what
Yeah.
is it? The Dolphin emulator, I think it's called. The
Yeah,
main one.
that's a pretty common one.
You
Yeah.
can actually like download that on your Steam Deck legally.
Right. Okay.
Like, it's on there as support. You can get Discord. There's a lot of Steam games like just play DayZ while I'm on camp.
No, fuck it. That'd be so
Yeah,
good.
like,
I'll let
crap
you
like that.
grind. I'll let you grind by yourself. Rather
Yeah.
than fucking working.
I just don't know how great it would be playing just on the Steam Deck for that kind of game.
Yeah,
When
I don't think it'd be that
DayZ
good.
has a hotbar and everything, and playing on Xbox was
that would be.
dog
Right.
water.
Imagine trying to play Armor on the on that.
Yeah,
That'd be
and
right.
Armor's got a bloody 100 buttons.
Yeah. we still got to teach you
but
how to
then
play armor.
there's
You
great
just-
games like
you
that. I
I don't
reject
want
it.
to.
Ah,
It's cool.
It's just so much to do.
it's
it.
not that hard. You'll figure it out. Like we figured it out. Come on.
Oh, I could figure it out. I just don't know if I want to.
If you can figure out DayZ, you can figure out armor pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because DayZ is basically a rip-off of armor.
But I feel like I like DayZ more.
yeah.
But then
Then
there's,
download
like-
it.
It's great things like
I've got it
Civilization.
downloaded.
Fucking play it with us.
You haven't invited me.
Back on the Steam Deck.
Oh,
It's great things like Civ.
Civ,
I
yeah.
want to
It's
get
on the
more
Steam
into
Deck.
that
Civ
because I'm
7's
really
coming
bad
out.
at
I know,
I don't know when.
and it's coming on Steam Deck.
Hell yeah.
it. When are you
shit,
talking
that's
about the new
awesome.
one?
Yeah.
Civ
Wow.
7,
So-
yeah.
I mean, we do need to play more Civ. Or you're like, you got Cyberpunk 2077,
Nice.
No Man's Sky on it. You got Baldur's Gate on Steam Deck now.
Fuck no. man.
That would work better on Steam Deck.
You got your current favorite game, Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
Phas.
Very good game.
It's pretty good.
We got Elden Ring. You got
Adam's
Dying
a
Light
bitch,
2.
though.
Hold
Adam is a
hold up.
bitch.
Hold up.
Oh, an even better title, Dark
Dark
Souls 3.
Souls 3. How good. Favorite.
I ain't a bitch. I've been less of a bitch lately. Okay, in Faz. I'm getting better at fucking around with the ghost.
Yeah.
I just really want a packet of tarot cards. That's all I want.
Final Fantasy 7. Very
Final
nice.
Fantasy.
That's a good game.
Resident Evil 4.
We're going to play through that.
We got
still.
RimWorld. You know what's across my YouTube at the moment a lot is RimWorld.
Remote. I've never actually seen it.
Rimworld.
Yeah,
never
it's
looked
that,
into
like,
it.
What was it
it's
look
like a
like?
survival game. It's very like I don't know what it's like a mix of was it Terraria and what's the other one? The other weird one that you just die a lot in.
Nah, I don't know.
Minecraft? I don't
No.
fucking know.
All I'm thinking is Spore, but I don't think it's that.
Was it like we die together or something? What's the game called?
Oh, Don't Starve Together?
Yeah, Don't Starve Together. That's the one.
Ah,
You got me to play that, and I failed so
Yeah.
hard. It was
So
funny.
like, it's very much. I don't know if anyone's gonna agree with me, but probably RimWorld's probably a bit like that. In that kind of aspect, is like a similar game.
You see,
Right.
the survival games that I enjoy are more like Daisy. Like it's hard.
Medieval Dynasty.
Medieval Dynasty is not really a survival game. It's just really a
Subsistence.
Oh, okay, Subsistence is a
Subsistence,
survival
fucking
game.
hell.
That is fucking. It's hard. It's brutal on the easy setting.
That game.
It's just a grind and a
I just-
half.
you like, oh yeah, play this game.
Yeah.
We played it for a bit. I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
What am I doing right
And
now?
it's just like, go collect roots. What do you mean go collect roots? What do they look like? How come I can't see them? Oh no, you're running away from them. Like, I mean, you're just sitting there like, what do you mean I'm running away from them? You're literally walking over them because you have to look at the individual fucking leaves and figure out what leaf it is and then pick it up.
Wait, this is a defining moment. This is why we all need a Steam Deck. Skyrim's on it.
Ah, fuck, I started
Absolutely.
playing
And
that
Monster
again.
Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World.
And
what about
The Witcher 3.
what about
Nice.
Hunt Call of the Wild? You know, do some fallow deer
What
grinds.
about Factorio?
Oh fuck,
Oh.
man, that's a grind as well.
Speaking of, I really need to get Monster Hunter Wilds. I want that game.
Yeah.
I have not got it yet. I might, maybe next pay. Maybe this pay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's what I keep telling myself. Every time I get paid, I was like, oh, I'll buy the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
No,
And then I just don't.
I'm too broke.
I just realized I like woke up this morning. I was like, right, I got to do some shopping. I need to buy a couple things. There's a couple things on sale that I want to get, and there's another thing I wanted to get, which is like tank grips for my bike, and I forgot to buy them. So I should probably go buy them.
Just didn't happen.
Yeah. So I may as well do that. Then I could get Wilds, and then that'd be good.
I think some payments coming up for Japan pretty soon.
Oh, yep, that's
Um,
true.
Get around to that.
Yep, 100%. We got
I think it's February,
and
mid-Feb
stuff.
or something.
That we gotta
Because,
pay.
You know what? We're already in February 1st, 2025.
Shit, we
It's
are.
insane, isn't it?
We're already dated February 1st today.
Yeah. We
Uh,
literally are. Like, that's batshit insane.
That
How
is
has it been
crazy.
A month
A
already?
month in.
Is that what
already.
this year's going to be?
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
just random.
What's
encounters.
happened already this year?
Nothing. House fire.
House
fire.
fire today. That happened
Was
today.
Yeah.
Good Australia Day.
Yep.
We all have to work again.
Yep.
Some of us been back for a month. Some of us went back a week ago.
Yep.
We're looking at the Adam guy.
Yep.
What?
Slacker.
Not allowed to fucking talk about things. Oh.
We've had certain extremists in South Australia at the moment. Have you? Neither of you seen that?
Oh,
are you
is that the
talking
one
about?
that spray painted the fucking
We
with the
had-
spaghetti
We
monster?
had none extremists.
I thought you were talking
In
about
Adelaide.
spaghetti Bonner monster.
Right.
Really?
We literally had, yeah, like a couple weeks back, maybe last week. I
Shit, I
don't
don't know.
remember it all. If you look it up,
Right.
Are you sure? Are you sure they weren't?
no.
So they. Okay, shit.
was
Because they've been popping up lately. Fuck.
Yeah, right.
It was on the news recently.
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about politics.
So-
Or was that just me?
No, it's some politics thing because I find it a little funny.
Okay.
Because it was in Adelaide, like a week ago.
The rally.
And they, on our South Road, when you go past the city and you go, you know, over that little bridge section, you go down, and there's that
Yeah.
like little overhead bridge.
Yeah.
They were displaying
Huh.
on that bridge,
Alright,
Yeah, right.
interesting.
and they were from interstate, like they weren't from Adelaide.
Oh no shit. Dude.
Right.
But then like a movement started all of a sudden, and they had like a protest. And then
Oh, wait a
there was
minute, a protest
push.
against them or a
No,
protest
for
for them?
So like, is in Adelaide. Started
where did they
supporting
pop
it.
up from?
Oh, and they're everywhere in Adelaide. Let's be
Oh,
real.
man.
They're all
I mean,
over the world.
It's
You'll
like
find them
fucking
anywhere.
worms. Like you can't
so-
get rid of them.
Yeah, so it was a push. I don't know what's happening at the moment. I've read into it more. There's a push in South Australia to try and ban this, but there's nothing against it because they're just a party that's pushing their own idealistic.
Yeah, their own ideas.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when the
views,
greenies
and
say,
it's not like so. People are trying to push for it to class it as like terrorism
no, you
because of what
can't.
happened 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Like you
No,
know,
you can't really classify it as terrorism.
And
but
but
they haven't
because
done anything
doing
wrong.
anything.
They just support a certain
Agenda.
regime agenda.
You see, if
They haven't
you,
broken
We all
into
support our own
places.
things.
yeah, if you start discriminating against like
Yeah,
a
you
party
discriminate
like that,
one thing.
you literally have to go
discriminate
back
against everything
to.
else.
I'm sorry, you literally have to go back to
Um,
a fucking Palestine versus Israel situation where they camped out on the fucking thing. If
Yeah.
they weren't removed by force, then therefore
Very
they're-
extreme.
no, you're letting
Idealistically idea.
you're letting them stay there, right? Because you don't want to impose on them, right? So if they weren't put in prison, how come these guys aren't getting put in prison? Like, you know,
That's the
you
thing,
can't
like-
play both sides
And that's
because
why
of whoever
I
wants
think the
it.
SA government are like treading lightly and federal,
Treading lightly. You
federal as well.
can't-
We'll see what happens.
they're walking on water. That's what they're
Oh.
doing. It's so fucking
There's been
thin.
nothing in the last
Magic.
couple of days, but it was like the talk in the news for literally the first like 2 weeks of January. Oh, welcome to 2025. Here's my.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. The symbol means peace, alright?
I missed that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I did not see
It was
anything about it.
It was on Nine News.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
only
don't
saw
watch
it
news.
because like every now and then I scroll on my Google News.
Oh, fuck
It
them.
makes me sound old, but you know.
Hey, this
You
should
open
not be-
Google and before you do your searches, you're searching through.
Yeah,
like,
I
the
do that
Google
with
News,
MSN.
And it came across, and then I like walked out my bedroom, you know, saw it in the news. I was like, all right, cool.
At least you're not
That's when
reading it.
2025 is out.
Mine's a lot about planes for some reason. Like, I had one about 10 amazing things about the SR-71 Blackbird.
So what is it?
And I was like,
playing?
I mean, I'm interested. I want to
I
know.
want to know. Planes are great.
Yeah.
Get rid of the Boeing 747.
Yeah, man. Mate, I have a mate who froths his planes,
Yeah.
and
Looks it up.
bought him a mahogany one for his birthday. Oh, is it this guy as well? Does Adam like his planes?
He loves his planes.
Of course he does.
Alright.
Especially the ones that go missing over North Korea.
Yeah, right.
Guys,
When you
we're
said Boeing, I was just like, oh, fuck.
scrapping this episode now.
No.
Curse.
We still have episode 0 and episode 1, which is this one.
This is going to be 0.1.
So we get up to 0.100.
We're going to have to have negative ones.
It's like,
We're gonna have negative
it's like
1,
Assassin's
0.
Creed. It's like different Animus editions. It's different episode editions until Adam chills the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm never going to chill the fuck out,
I feel
man.
like you started a little bit there.
That was my
Yeah.
fault. I
You
started this
initiated that
conversation.
one.
See?
I was trying to be tamed about non-political things, just neo-Nazis.
Well, you were saying
Yeah.
that be in jail?
I wasn't saying that. I was
I'm
just saying the
not disagreeing
opinion of some of the general public.
Some of the general public displayed
And
emotional
people deserve their opinions. We're human.
opinions.
Yep, you're allowed. You're allowed one.
And Adam is a loud one.
Oh no! Wait until we get Baxter in here. I am not allowed one.
So we have a map for this podcast. And
Yeah,
this
And-
guy called Baxter has his own section.
and so do I. I
And
feel
so does that.
special.
Yeah.
Lachlan
I have a
and I
list of
don't,
things I can't
we're,
talk about.
We're chill.
We're a bit more chill.
A bullfucker
We've learned
shit.
our life
Oh no.
lessons.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's what you get.
Adam's like 4 years behind.
Oh no, I'm not 4 years
It's like
behind.
he's 21.
I'm like 40 years ahead of you guys. I'm the old man that doesn't give a fuck what people think.
The opinion doesn't matter.
The opinion
Until we
doesn't
get
matter
cancelled
anymore.
in episode 1. Sorry, point 1.
How can you get cancelled when you're not making a profit?
It's true.
See?
Shake
Exactly. It's just a point of view and a point of
See, we're not
opinion.
here for the profit, but a
No.
profit would be nice.
A profit. Oh, a juicy profit. In my
Everyone
mouth
wants
would be
profit
nice.
in life, but we're here for fun.
Yeah.
We're here
Nah.
for the boys.
Honestly, a good profit would be like a new laptop. Or like a solid PC to go for this. That's
Not
about
like
it.
Not a 5-year-old MSI.
Yeah, or more than
Ridiculous.
that. It's fucking age. It's,
Within-
they're 7
GPUs
years
in
old.
this bitch.
Get uniform mics, all the same.
Oh yeah, instead of the
Something
random
that's
bunch that we
not
have now.
two of the same mics and one's just on sale.
Yep.
How, hold on.
It's still nice,
It's-
alright?
it's still nice.
We're surrounded by Lego, we're surrounded by alcohol, we're surrounded by
really cool flag.
some sort of
which
mushroom flag.
you probably won't see until about the 50th episode when we
Nah.
actually get a proper camera.
I see all mine, you know, it's all good, guys. I
Yeah.
see Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins.
There's a thing of
Yeah,
You
Stig.
know, that's about all I can see from here.
Oh.
I see Luffy,
Yep. Mandalorian
Zoro.
helmet.
I see Mando, I see a praying mantis that's staring at me coldly.
Where?
It's dead, don't worry, guys.
Where's the
Oh, you mean the
mantis?
stick insect?
Is it a stick insect?
Yeah, it's a
leaf
stick
insect.
insect.
Oh, well, my
I was
bad.
about to say, I don't have praying mantis, bitch.
Oh,
Is that
I'm
stick
wrong.
insect or a leaf insect?
It's a leafy stick insect.
Yeah.
Leafy
Yeah.
stick
Leaf stick
insect.
insect.
Is that a Jeep Wrangler up there?
Yeah,
Lego one?
no, it's a Defender 110 series. Thank you very
Defender?
much.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay, no, the
He loves his defenders.
Yeah, I love my Defenders. I get hard on for those.
you don't
Yeah,
want to drive one.
Beautiful.
Trust me.
No, I don't.
Have you ever
But-
driven one before?
No, I have not. Do you know why?
You know what
Because
it's like.
if you buy a new Defender in fucking Australia, they're like 60k. If you buy an old shitty one, they're like 40k and they're still
Man, you
shit.
know what? They don't work.
No, they don't. I
No
know.
offense to any British people and me smacking the wardrobe. No, me driving him at work. So we have two defenders. One's called Frank, and one's called Moon Mist. I
Moon
found
Mist.
out. You want to know why? I found out why it's called Moon Mist.
Right.
My boss and
Oh,
his wife at work used to play WoW, and their
Okay.
clan, her name was Moon Mist. Her gamer tag was Moon Mist. So they
Yeah,
called
right.
the Land Rover Defender Moon Mist.
Oh my god. Okay.
Nerd.
Yeah,
Absolute
I
nerd.
found this out like 6 months ago or something, and I was like, cool.
Like,
Cool,
what a
cool.
nerd.
What a nerd. Not like we are, but you know.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
we're a different
nerds.
type of
But
nerd.
But driving a
yeah.
Land Rover Defender is like
It's like
being
making
in
a
a. Not
to
like
a-
we can relate. Being in a Jeep from the 1940s during World War II, and you've got no room, you're sitting upright, your legs are together, you can't man spread, alright? And you're trying to change gears, but the clutch feels like it's 10 tons.
Mm.
And you shove it into first, you get up to 10 kilometers, and all of a sudden you have to go into second.
Yep,
Brutal.
that sounds about it.
Alright? And the thing doesn't, but it shouldn't.
It really shouldn't.
It really shouldn't
Yeah.
even touch 100.
I've gotten in there before and it just shouldn't do it. It's got a kite trailer in the back. You're
Jeez.
mad. You're driving fast late at night. And the thing is clunky. It drives like a bus. The car weighs 2 ton, but it drives like it's 10 ton.
Absolute boat.
It's an absolute boat. Your seat
Yeah.
goes back as far as
half an inch.
half an inch.
Yeah.
All right, you
Yeah,
push
nice
back.
guys.
All of a sudden, the person sitting in the back has their knees in their chin,
Yeah.
and you're driving with your knees in your chin still.
Yeah.
It is horrid.
Yeah.
But-
I like
they-
driving my manuals with my leg like fully extended, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I sit with my seat pretty far back.
Yeah,
In a
same.
manual vehicle, you cannot in a Defender.
Yeah.
You're really pushing.
You have to have your knee in your chin. You're driving like, oh my god, my legs are bent. I'm at a 95-degree angle. I don't recommend it.
I
Still a nice
like it.
vehicle. They're great off road.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I like
Still a
them.
nice vehicle. No,
One,
still
one
good.
day I'll buy
It's
one.
not nice for people over 6 foot. It's only two of us in the room, and that's alright.
Yeah.
The other one's
What is he?
he's
412?
4'8".
I'm not 4. I'm at least.
4'7".
412.
4'12", right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say 412. I actually don't know how tall I am.
You're probably like 5'10",
Yeah.
5'11".
Well,
Maybe.
newsflash. Short.
You're not 6 foot.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what, I did a school brief yesterday at the school I've got in a few weeks of work, and there was like 240 kids. And they asked, I can't remember what they asked me. They asked me a question. Oh, they asked me how big the tents are. And like just instinctively, I was like, well, like I'm over 6 foot and like I can lay in them like long ways. I was like, why did I bring my height into this?
Yeah.
You're fucked now.
I was like, why have I done this? Like, I am actually over 6 foot, but it's such like a weird thing in like today's society. People lying about their height.
Oh no, it's,
Yeah.
it's 100%
Like-
true.
Because what you do is you're like, oh, well, I'm over 6 foot and, I can land there. You go, really? Because I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
And you're like shorter than them. And then they're
Yeah,
like,
and all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm
and
wrong
now
now.
and now you have to defend
And
yourself.
now I'm going to defend myself. But it's
you-
like,
you know
reality,
what?
I'm 184 centimeters or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool. I didn't make the 6'1" cut. I made the
Didn't
6 foot cut.
I don't know if I'm counted as 6'2" or not.
What is it?
Because I'm like 188, but sometimes you see they say, yeah, it's 6'2", or oh no, that's 6'1.5" or something like.
So
Well, I don't care. Whatever.
1.854 meters is 6'1".
Right. Okay. And 3 centimeters is around an inch. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it's like-
185.
Yeah. So I don't know, but like, it's like whatever.
Like, whatever, man. I don't care.
I'll just say I'm.
I'm tall.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter at that
Not
point.
tall
You're
by
like, eh.
today's kids, but you know,
Oh,
Yeah, well-
today's kids are fucking giants.
I was looking at the
they're
averages.
fed weirdly.
Yeah, yeah. Just give them growth hormones in that. But like, I was looking at the averages, and like, a lot of the averages are pretty low.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's not actually that much to be above average. Like, if you're 6 foot, you're above average usually. And then that's in most states or
I reckon,
countries and stuff.
I reckon dwarfism is way more common now. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's just more statistically, like, researched.
Well,
But I just see like, I'm not trying to sound bad in any way, but like, I see way more dwarfs nowadays than I used to. Maybe because
Yeah.
we're older, we're more perspective.
I wonder if it's
more perceptive. Sorry, roll a perception check.
yeah, perception check.
Oh, I got a crit 20. Cool.
I wonder if it's also because like you see a lot more online
Yeah, maybe.
as well as you see them
We're
in person.
an online society now. Maybe
Yeah.
you're seeing more. Maybe
Yeah.
dwarfs have always existed. Maybe in fantasy universes, that's why there's dwarfs.
well, you do know over in
You just think
England.
about the siege of Troy and you see 100 dwarfs running at the walls.
Oh, that'd be scary. They start making it
Terrified
together.
run.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Those
it takes
bitches
4 of
gonna
them
dig
to
under
make
the
one
wall.
normal man. Well, you do realize over in England they actually found pygmies, pygmy humans,
Yeah.
in skeletal remains, which is
Yeah,
really
I remember
fascinating.
Yes.
Like, I mean, they were tiny, like they were only like a foot tall or something.
Well, I do love the story, like I guess the conspiracy and the stories of like ancient human civilizations, and there's so much we don't know because of so many libraries that have been burnt down. History wasn't recorded. Like the Great Library of Alexandria was burnt down during a siege, and like we don't know how the pyramids were built, or what's the was it Christmas Island or something with the stone heads?
Yeah.
Or why
Easter
they're there?
Island.
Easter Island. Sorry.
Christmas Island is where we send all
Yeah,
the
it's where we
immigrants.
send our illegal immigrants.
Not even the illegal ones, just the legal ones. We send all of them there.
Yeah, so we got Easter Island where there's random hedge exist, like Stonehenge. They don't understand how a couple thousand years ago people could move these 10-ton or more stones.
Yep.
How they figured it out.
How
I
did
saw a
they do it?
recent theory about the Egyptian periods. They just had giants. They just moved the stones and built it.
Well,
I'm like, okay.
the
Yeah,
other
cool, man.
concept with the pyramids is how they got the blocks to be cut so
Yeah,
precisely
and
with
that was the
such
thing.
low alloy
is
metals.
They don't think
Hmm.
that our current technology could do it that precisely. Is what we
Yeah.
have now. But it could just be like they figured something out in Egyptian times. It couldn't didn't have to be advanced. They figured something out to make it so precise that we don't know how to do now.
Yeah.
Because it's like Greek fire. That whole story is we don't know how to make Greek fire, but they had it. If you guys know of that one, it's
Well,
just like fire.
so
that,
good.
it's like napalm almost, but like worse.
Basically, they would use it in warships, so they would just set a blaze
Yeah.
to a ship, and then the fire would stay on top of the ocean instead of going underneath
There
it.
was another thing. I remember like watching stuff on this when I was younger. There's this like certain sword they found once that was made out of an alloy that we don't know how to make. Like, and they can't figure out how it was made.
Yeah.
But they only recently figured out how. I think they pretty much almost figured out how Roman concrete was made.
Yeah.
They actually figured it out.
Yeah.
They figured out it was a certain ash from a certain volcano in Italy.
I think it was also like they used the quicklime or whatever,
Yeah, and they used
the
some sort of
limestone,
quicklime.
but they also used salt water.
Yeah,
So what would happen is it actually have
like a chemical reaction.
unreacted concrete in there,
yeah,
and then when it would crack, it would actually just kind of react with
yeah,
the
that's
air
right.
and it would
Reactivate
fill
and
itself
fill
back in.
back in.
Yeah.
And that's why Roman concrete's lasted so long. Like when if either of you ended up going to Italy, like in Rome, and they have their original concrete roads and everything, like they're pristine to what we have here in our fucking bitumen roads. They
They
last
have a
3 years,
pothole.
and all of a sudden they have a crack in a pothole.
Yeah.
Mate, there's a road down near my work that has
Right.
a pothole every year. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you
so
fill it
fucked.
in, the earth moves, damages again. Compared to Roman concrete, earth moves, tectonic plates, all of that, cracks, fills itself back in.
Yep.
Also,
And they
the
recently figured out how to remake it, but it's so like costly compared to our cheap concrete.
Yep. 100%.
also the Great Wall of China, they also found out with the mortar they were using the sticky rice water.
Yeah.
So they were using that to actually make the mortar. So that's why the mortar held so well.
And that's why, like, you know, everyone can believe, like, there probably was an ancient civilization. Like, our current modern era is a small speck on human history. You know, same with Australian history, we're a small speck to Indigenous history.
Well, we're quite early.
So,
like,
you know, you could,
Young.
there's definitely things that we just don't have now. We're more advanced technologically, but
We're one of
we
the-
also are missing things.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Is Australia one of the youngest colonies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Because we were
Because-
like one of the last couple of places to be
my favourite thing with
colonized.
our Indigenous history is they are 60,000 years old. So megafauna lived 10,000 years ago. So you had mega, like kangaroos, they're flat-nosed kangaroos that used to, they, instead of having like the two-pronged feet, they had one-pronged feet. And they'd stand up and be able to reach trees and like pull it down, eat the vegetation off the trees.
They
And then
also-
there was like wombats mixed with like, say like wombats mixed with like a tiger. And they were like this predator.
Yeah,
It was
right.
like, imagine a type, like a wombat, like
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
or imagine a lace
looking
monitor
like fucking lion.
or
Like-
a parenti the size of
Yeah.
a fucking truck.
like
Like,
megafauna, just
scary.
huge creatures, and indigenous walked amongst it.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. I do know this stuff because I go to Narra Court once or twice a year, and we do like it's like a Victorian fossil cave tour, and they have original fossils there. Is they have this cave that they go into now. Over time, the earth's moved a little bit, and like animals have fallen in there, and a huge like serpent or snake lived in there, and it was like 8 meters long. And
Yeah,
it would
right.
feast on the animals that like fell in because they'd eventually die.
Yeah.
And it's just these like massive, it's a massive like excavation that's
Where-
still active to this day
Where is this again?
in Narra Court.
In SA?
It's in SA.
oh,
Yeah.
Narra
okay.
Court's like an hour and a half from Rome,
Nice.
maybe 2 hours from Mount Gambier.
Because
They've
there's
got like it's way
there is a Dreamtime story that is called the Rainbow Serpent, and that could be referring to big serpents back then.
Well,
And it
when
created the Murray River, didn't it?
yeah.
yeah.
Do you know how the Murray cod got its spines?
Got its what, sorry?
Its spines. So when you look at a Murray cod and it has its spines that go up on there, in Swan Hill where I come from, right in Victoria, the whole legend was that there was a great hunter that got stranded on an island, and he basically was fighting with his cod all through a river. He pulled him through, and then he got stranded on an island. His canoe broke. He put his canoe in the sand to make a tree. Well, later on it becomes a tree. And basically, he stood at the riverbanks just spearing this cod, just kept on going and going and kept on going. And that's why the murreyed cod has its spines, because each one of the spines is supposed to indicate a spear.
Yeah.
So
right.
yeah, and it was just it's really cool when you start hearing like Dreamtime stories like that. Like the Rainbow Serpent went through, made all the hills and the lands and everything, and all the rivers and waterways.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure there's another one up in Northern Territory, or maybe it's in Flinders. I can't remember. Where the idea is, there was a bat and an owl that had a bet that they could make the perfect animal or the perfect creature, and the
Right.
bat said he made the perfect man, and he made it out of mud. And then the owl said she can make the perfect woman, so she made it out of dirt or sand or
Right.
something like that. And then clay. So one was made out of mud, one was made out of clay, and then they made these creatures, and then that was kind of like the birth story of human beings.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
I always like seeing the connection between that and what we kind of find is real.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
like where the connection is. It's like, yeah, that giant rainbow serpent, was that connected to the giant serpent that was in or around at the time, or was that, something else? Same with the cod, and all those kinds of things. And you like see very interesting parallels between a lot of that stuff as well, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, when I was a tour guide, there was a story about like Wilpena Pound up in the Flinders, and about like that area. And there's a story about these two like indigenous group doing a ceremony, and the Akaras, which is like a serpent, like attacked him pretty much. It's a very short version. And, like attacked him, and the kingfisher like ran away and made a damper and buried it. And at Lee Creek, where the coal mine is, they found this like perfectly round stone that looked like a damper. And like the indigenous are like, we told you it's there. Like, why didn't you believe us? So there's so many of these history or their Dreamtime stories, whether they're real or not. There's a lot of truth to them.
Yeah.
Like
They're
there's
based
a
off
lot
of
of truth to a lot
something.
of things. They're based on something.
Yeah.
There's so many stories of like giants form up certain mountains, and like certain thing makes the ear, the face, the nose, the eyes, the body, the arms,
Yeah.
and that's all across the country. Like just all these really cool stories if you read internet history a lot, and like stuff that we don't get taught this stuff in school, and it's up to the indigenous people if they want this stuff taught. The Kaurna people around here, the Paramank up in the Adelaide Hills,
There's
the
only,
Narranderi down south in the Coorong, the Adamantna people up in the Flinders, in the northern Flinders.
there's only one big problem that I see there, because
So much different history.
oh no, it's not just that, just so much different history. Try and find the elders that can teach it.
Oh, that's exactly.
It's impossible.
That some tribes are doing better than others, obviously, because of what happened 50 years ago. No need to talk about it, but
Yeah, some of them actually survived, and actually,
British colonies are done.
see, we used to
Everything
have
roots back to the British.
in Swan Hill, we used to have it all.
Sorry, UK. We're all UK descendants here.
Yeah. In Swan Hill, we used to have about 4 or 5 different tribes, right?
Yeah.
But the problem was, just basically 2 of them took over, and then they basically tried to team up to take over the bigger one that was around them, and then that's how we have the major 3. So if you travel like one way, you'll go into the thing is the Putunjara tribe. And then if you travel the other way, you're going to Wamba Wamba, and you travel on the other half of the town, you go into Wati Wati. So it was really interesting because whenever I had my mates come over, they would be like, I'd hang out with them, and then they'll be like, one of the boys would just yell across, "Oh, where you from?" And then he'd be like, no, I'm not from here. And they'll be like, no, where you from? And then he'll be like, oh, I'm not Wamba Wamba. And he goes, oh, okay, should I hit you or what? Like, they were starting, like, wanting a fight. And he's like, no, I'm not Wati Wati, I'm not Wamba Wamba, I'm Putunjara. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, you're all good. And then they'll walk off because Putunjara was bigger than both of them. But Wamba Wamba and Wati Wati came together to push them back. So it was like, okay, they all kind of respect each other. But I remember one day, it was fascinating at school. I got to school and there was we used to have this building out the back of school that was called Contaf. And Contaf was like where all the Aboriginal boys would go, and they would have like a kind of like a chill place to go, and they could kind of like just sit there, study, and they could, some of them came from really bad backgrounds and really bad family situations. So they had beds in there that they could sleep, they had food, they had, you name it, they had what they needed. It was basically a community centre. And I remember one day there was a couple of boys standing out there, and me and my mates, we used to always play basketball out the front because there was hoops back there. And we went there, and we were standing out there, and oh, pardon me, one of the boys from inside the building, he starts screaming at one of the other boys, and we're like, "What the fuck is going on there?" And a fight broke out, and we're like, "What the fuck?" And it was a big fight. It was like 6-on-6, just so many people involved, and we're like, "Okay, we're out. We fucking walked off." Found out later, one of the boys said, "Your great, great, great fucking ancestor speared my ancestor in the calf and didn't have a reason for it. That's why I'm trying to beat the shit out of you." And I was just like, "Oh, wow, fucking hell. This is scary." Like, and eventually they found out that it was actually because someone stole something, and then it was it was a miscommunication between generations. So
Yeah,
one
right.
generation got told something and went off on this rant, and the other generation got told the rest of the story and went off on that rant. So it was a bit of miscommunication. But
Yeah.
the hardest thing in that we had in Swan Hill was trying to find elders that actually taught the indigenous language.
A lot like don't want to. It's like my whole thing with Wilpena Pound when you guys eventually go back was originally like white person owned. It still partially is. It got given back to the unminded people, but they did have to buy it. It's
Yeah.
also government owned, partly.
Mm.
So a lot of them don't want to teach their history. It's such a split thing, but it's not a great topic to
They
talk about.
want to
In that
teach
end of
their
things, is like it's up to them what they want to do. Is just living like together and what's the word?
Coexisting.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Struggling.
That's right.
Struggling with words this week. You know what amazes me though is how long people took to actually find Australia. Like, there's been navigators for centuries.
Yeah.
It's like
Like the
the whole
Spanish.
story of I was going to say the Vikings
Oh,
found
yeah.
America hundreds of years before. Can't remember, was it Columbus? Found
Christopher.
America.
Yeah,
Columbus.
Chrissy Colombo.
Found America, and they obviously settled there. But the Vikings had settlements there centuries prior, before America even existed. Before the English went there, before the English were a thing.
Before the French
They were a
went there.
different kind of kingdom back then. Is that Vikings had like settled with the local tribes and like made friends with the American natives, or not American natives, they were just natives
Yeah.
back then. We don't use the other terms anymore.
Mm.
Which
But it's
ones?
just like this whole thing is like how much longer they took to find Australia, because we're so far away from anything in Europe.
Well,
Europe was your main everything for a long
Yeah.
time. That continent,
because everything was
last
relatively close
10,000
together.
years, has been Europe and Asia and Africa, because it's all connected pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Africa used to be connected by a land bridge, but it's not anymore, is it?
No,
Yeah.
Like
it was underwater. now.
millions of years ago, it used to be connected, but that bridge is underwater now. And America is, was what, a 10-hour flight from Europe. We're 20 hours.
Yeah.
We're closer to bloody Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. I'm closer to
But
Antarctica. I'm
Japan
pretty sure.
was so closed off for a long time until the Europeans started coming in.
Yeah.
Started doing trade and the samurai and all that crap.
Yeah.
Well, and
Australia
also,
was the final continent.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
And the Kiwis.
oh, and the Kiwis,
Our
yeah,
beloved brothers.
and the Tasmanians. What would you call the Tasmanians? Brothers or half brothers?
Tasmania?
Yeah.
What? That exists?
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah.
real?
It wasn't a myth.
Shit,
Shit.
man. I thought we were just Australia, not Tassie.
Oh yeah, trying to claim Tasmania as one of us.
Yeah. Well,
Brilliant.
technically, they are. Well, they are.
They're a part of us
Um,
somehow.
You want one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you want one? Oh, hi Archie.
Yes, folks.
Okay, well look, just throw them at us.
Sorry, guys. This is an ice block break.
Yeah, nice block break. It's pretty hot today, actually. It's like
38
30,
degree day.
38.
Australia.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
Actually, what's funny is I saw
Bye, Archie.
like a oddly annoying
Oh,
video, and it was these being made, and the like timing to put the stick in was off, so it was
Oh,
off
no.
center. It was like
Slightly off
poking
center.
it on the side. You're like, oh no.
And those Aussies were eating a cyclone.
Yeah.
Right.
it's fucking good though.
Good crap.
Can't remember the last time I've had one of these.
Do you guys bite it or do you guys suck it?
I'm 50-50. A lot of time my ice creams, I tend to like bite them.
I bite it.
Depends though, like if I go to Copenhagen in like December 4, I will like lick my ice cream. Get
Yeah.
a choc mint and like a raspberry,
So I go,
raspberry 12 something. Good flavors, love them.
if I have a gelato, I'll lick it. So good.
What I recommend if you do have gelatos and like sorbet, all of that in Italy, definitely get like pistachio.
Pistachio is amazing. Yeah.
Just get lemon.
Finique.
Lemon.
My
lemon
biggest thing
lime.
I was told when I was in Europe is that you're getting good gelato is when they leave it out in the open and like display, it's not great because it's not in the right like sort of like softness or like frozenness that you want. It's when they've got a lid on it and it's stored in, like actually in like a proper freezer area, it tends to be better gelato.
Right. Okay. Guess the right temperature when you
Yeah,
get
right
to
temperature. It's like the right softness. You're gonna eat it properly.
it. Yeah.
And I agreed because when I was in, God, I can't remember the name of the town, but I was in some town. And I recommended a gelato store, and I walked a kilometer to go there. And the gelato was like pistachio, amazing. Got it in the cart. It's fucking the best shit I've ever had.
I remember when I was in Italy, I had this little nunna run up to me and like she was touching my hair, going, "Oh, curly hair, curly hair." And I was just like, "What the fuck's happening here?" And then she was like, "Come, come, come, come." And I was like, "Okay." And then next minute, we've got ice cream. And I was like, "Fuck it!" Like I'm not arguing.
Cool.
I was like fucking 11 at the time. I was like,
I
"I'm
stopped in
taking
so
it."
many ice cream shops in
Got-
in Europe.
Got chucked in a van.
Oh yeah, I got chocolate man.
Yeah.
do
I always
recommend.
listen to my my Italian mate. People are like, no, don't get pizza here. No. This is where you get good gelato. I'm like, all right, I'll listen to
I do
you.
remember my first pizza experience. I wasn't in Italy yet. I was in Nice. So there's a massive French and Italian culture.
Oh,
And they got like a mix. I got a pizza and I wasn't used to it and it's not cut. And I looked over and I'm like, can I get this cut? And he's like, what? What do you mean? I was getting a fork.
Is that what they do?
They don't cut their pizzas now, technically.
Wow.
Like, some places will. A lot of time they don't. You just cut it yourself. You just get a knife, fork, cut it yourself.
Right. Okay.
Just cut it into shape, fold it, eat it.
Yeah. Right.
In some spots. Some have Western culture, some don't. Westernization is a big thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's so big, it just takes over.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is good. This is real good.
Yeah. That's fair. You enjoying it?
Yeah, I think a little bit too quickly.
Yeah.
You
I think
guys
it's
are
needed
like,
right now. It's getting a bit warm today.
yeah,
A bit warm in this
Yeah.
the Reject Roundtable office.
Yeah. The Office.
the office.
Mm.
Actually, what should we call this place? Like,
It's just a podcast room.
it is a podcast room, but like we can't call it an office.
Studio, technically. Right?
Studio? Yeah.
What's the like when you had your Nintendo DS and you could speak with like people in like chat rooms
I
in like
don't know.
local area?
I didn't have friends back then.
Sure.
Well, I didn't have online, to be fair.
Just call it a chat room.
Chat room, yeah. That works.
Yeah, that's true. Recording studio.
Look, we technically have a round table. It's just in the shape of an oval.
It's a fucking oval.
One day we'll get one.
One day we'll get a proper round table.
Do you want to be called the Rejects Oval Table?
Yeah.
No, not really.
See, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
No.
No.
Welcome to the Rejects Oval Table. SOS. My name's Aaron. I
That actually works.
Is it Aaron? I don't know.
don't know.
It's Aaron? This entire time I thought it was Alvin.
Oh, Alvin. Alvin and Chipmunks.
Oh,
Yeah.
One of those moments. Alvin!
Yeah, I feel like you get that a lot, but it's Aaron.
I get AA Ron a lot.
A.A.
You've
Ron.
done messed up, AA Ron.
Key and Peele were great.
You know that meme is like so old now.
It is.
It's like 15 years old or something.
It's crazy.
Doesn't feel old.
It's like a lot of people
is
don't
that?
know what the Harlem Shake is.
Oh no.
Like our
That was
current,
2012. wasn't it?
our current generation, which is technically almost in the same generation as us.
Mm.
You and I are not millennials, Adam. We didn't make the cut.
No, we didn't.
We missed out by a little bit.
I miss
So
out
we're in
on
the same
it.
league as like 14, 15-year-olds.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
sorry, our generation, the younger generation of our end, don't know what the Harlem Shake is. You know, I'm probably eventually not going to know what dabbing is or the Gangnam Style. Like I was at a wedding
Fucking
recently, and Gangnam Style came on, and it just took over.
Yeah,
I
right.
started doing a dance.
And people are like, what are you doing?
I'd had 2 wines. It
Just two.
That's
took
all
over.
we
The Canadian I was with just started dancing with me, and I was like, I can't control myself.
did. What?
You're making noises into the mic,
I
man.
don't mean to. It's an ice cream. What is?
Oh.
I don't know what
It's
it
just
is.
weird crap, man.
Yeah. You know, that's fair. Um,
we're moving into a very big online society now.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
the last of the generation that grew up not much around online. It's when a lot of it started.
Yeah.
Like, I was 12 years old when Facebook came out.
Yeah.
The first big before MSN, like after MSN and all of that.
MySpace and stuff.
MySpace.
Definitely.
What?
Bro's definitely fruity.
Adam's
Shut up! I'm
Adam's
just
a pretty
deep throating.
individual,
deep
but he's
throwing
engaged.
my ice cream.
Ice
Shut
cream.
up.
No,
But yeah,
interesting individual.
very
Yeah.
interesting guy.
One day we'll get a visual. But no.
No one wants to see that.
Oh, no, they do. 100%.
I don't know.
Adam, you're gonna have to wear slightly better attire
Yeah.
when we put the camera on one day.
What do you mean slightly better? Jeans and a shirt.
Yeah,
I actually
Something
dressed
more.
up for today.
You have to dress up in more of a like heavy metal punk rock email style, like Locking Eye.
Yeah.
Amity Affliction. I can't see what yours is.
Don't make me fucking.
Mine's falling in reverse.
Don't make me fucking get the flannies back out. Oh
What?
no, you fucked it! You got it on the couch!
You guys really smashed them.
Yeah.
What's good ice cream?
Gotta eat it quick, mate.
Sorry, on our 0.1 episode, you have to listen to that, everyone. So in the grand scheme of things, who have you guys told about this podcast? Our local audience that we will get.
Who knows about it? I don't know. A couple of our friends do.
Yeah.
I haven't really mentioned it per se. I mentioned it at work actually.
Yeah, I
once.
mentioned at work. Because I was just talking about it, and like a great thing with this was it's a good thing. Like we're the main three that talk a lot outside of everyone else that we have friends with from school and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's a great way instead of talking over Discord, we can talk in person for an hour and a half, 2 hours,
Have a couple of
once a
drinks.
week, once a fortnight, have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Make-
And that's
make
why I've
one
been
this
talking
big.
about it with people. Is like we've finally hopefully come up with a name with the Reject Roundtable podcast, and it's a great way for us three to catch up outside of going out when we're at a point in life, we're mid-20s trying to save money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Like,
I had all my bills
good.
come out last week.
Yeah, and exactly
Like, fuck, I'm poor as shit.
that's why it's easier to do this stuff. It's come to you.
Literally, like, fucking.
You've
I
got
have
the alcohol collection, and if you need Lachlan and I bring alcohol, we will.
Yeah, like,
And the end date's at your house, you're hosting.
and like, if we want food as well, we do an extra long one. We
Yeah,
just
if we want
bring
food, we just
like,
bring
fuck it.
some snacks.
Yeah,
Like,
done.
Yeah,
Or we
exactly.
can just order
Lachlan and I just
pizzas.
go to shops
Doesn't
and
matter.
get some
Yep.
snacks, whatever. So yeah, like I've told a few people at work. Talking to parents about it, partners' parents. Like, great idea. We have a bit of an audience. They'll probably laugh at us. That's okay.
Yeah.
Post it online, see what happens.
I was gonna say something.
Good time to
Can't
go.
say it. Yeah.
Better time than ever. Mid-20s, almost 26.
Fucking. Ugh.
26 in 2 months.
I keep on thinking I'm 24. I'm not.
No, man.
It's scary.
This guy is
I'm
he's
24.
25 this month.
Just.
You're
Yeah, 25 this
baby.
month.
Little baby boy.
But no,
Fetus,
like,
as a certain someone likes to call me.
yes.
Little fetus.
So rude.
Fetus.
We'll get her on the podcast at some point.
One day.
Well, my
You might
concept
speak
is
6 or 7 words while on Pinterest.
yeah, literally like
Sorry when you listen to this.
yeah, no.
We appreciate you.
Do you know what?
we'll
Do you
see you later in games.
know- do you know what we'll have to do? Fuck that. Hurt. Do you know what we'll have to do? We'll just have to bully her all the time because she accuses us of doing that anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's gonna flip us off
yeah.
we'll
when
look
when
up.
she sees
Well,
us.
we need a visual though. We need visuals to go with this fucking thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get that. We can always get a. I don't know. I wonder if your GoPro would take longer
Yep.
footage.
Yeah,
Well,
I've got that spare one.
We'll get a stand
we could
for it.
try.
See what your GoPro could do.
See if we can screw into that.
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Honestly, Mike, it's only just 20-minute intervals, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's high quality 20-minute intervals.
Can you make it longer by getting like a better SD card or
No,
anything?
it's literally that's what it is. It's set for photography, as in
Oh, right.
still
Yeah,
photos, not
Yep.
video
Yeah,
recording.
like long video recording.
Not a video recorder.
No.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the
Oh.
capacity. You can do 20 minutes, and that's about it.
When if we get a GoPro out, GoPros are built for that.
Yeah.
And then eventually we get a better camera.
So, question: how do you want me to? Okay, we need to actually be active and talk about how we want to produce these. Because,
Well, this
like,
episode's fine. Like you can literally just post it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The start of
So,
it is a little haywire because
oh well.
the partner came in while we're trying to do an intro.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. We just added it.
Like
in.
no, but that's the thing. That's what I think people are looking for these days. They're not
A bit
looking
more
for.
like chaos and not structure.
Yeah, they're not looking for the showmanship.
Hmm.
Like, what's behind door number 1, 2,
Well,
and
that's what we spoke
3?
about last week with our what we're going to call pilot episode when we eventually put that up.
0.
Episode 0. Is that we don't want to talk about the same things every week.
Yeah.
Stand out a bit more. Then, but you like too much structure is too bad. Like
Yeah.
we
no.
have a structure in that board, but
We have a random
we don't have to
structure.
follow it.
Yeah.
After each episode, we just go. We spoke about this week. We can repeat it next week if we want.
It
Have something
basically,
that we do constantly talk about, but not always.
basically the structure of the board
Thousands
is
of
to
topics.
it's basically the structure of the board is to just keep it rolling.
Yeah,
So if we get stumped, then if we go back to the board,
we all have so much knowledge and crap. We're all getting old.
fucking
Older,
trees.
not old. We're still young.
I
We're
hate
getting
it.
older.
The amount of knowledge I know about trees.
But we all know so much crap. Like
Mate, you have bloody
history, flora and
paintings and shit.
fauna,
Yeah, I know.
paints of paintings of bugs and trees and plants.
I love trees and plants.
Talking about
I love
mushrooms.
bugs. Yeah, I love mushies too.
Talking about video games, Lego, fantasy universes, history, all
And
sorts.
we all have our own individual kind of like
Our own clicks.
our clicks, yeah.
We're all individuals.
So what?
We have a few things in common. We went to school together.
Who should we get on the next one? Okay, when will the next one
do
be?
we introduce people around like episode 4, episode 5, or do we do it sooner?
Well,
Like that's the thing.
I think maybe do
It's-
5.
I'd say if we had an audience, post it, let's say to the commenters, but we're not gonna.
No.
We're not gonna have a big enough.
Don't
audience
read
yet.
the comments either. I'm not gonna read the comments. You guys can. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not reading the comments.
Like when we start bringing in other mates, other people to talk to for an episode or two, they come when they want, come and go, but we'll just keep it common with us 3 here.
Yeah, like no, this will be the constant.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
because you
like,
can still put someone in the middle here, and you'll be able to hear them.
yeah, no,
We just moved the mic to such an angle.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And also,
fun.
I've got another mic in the games
Yeah, we
room.
can move that one.
Yeah, we probably should use that one.
Yeah. We might need to set up a 4th one, or it's just trying to keep the audio mixed as well and not overlapping and
Yeah, overlapping.
echoing and stuff like that.
Too
Like
much,
if you set it
yeah.
up stereo wise, then sure, but like
Yeah,
yeah.
It'd be nice to have one in that corner. Have another,
I have something
another
over
chair.
here.
Just another chair like
Well,
that.
I've got my old gaming chair that we could chuck in that
Yeah,
corner there.
you just
But
do
then
that.
it's like it kind of gets pretty fucking crowded pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's not too
yeah.
bad, no, if you have a 4th person.
Oh yeah, if we move some of this shit around, then put someone there with a mic
Ah,
going
yeah.
that way.
Like, it's pretty chill.
Also, I gotta double check to see if I've got another USB port or not.
Oh yeah, we
might be
Just,
limited.
getting,
just buy like a
splitters
USB
and stuff.
adapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we want
pretty
to
cheap.
eventually buy a USB adapter, a aux cord adapter, and also cords, and then also headsets for everyone,
Yeah.
so we can all hear
so you
ourselves.
can hear yourself.
All double check.
That'd be nice. Instead of having one person just listening 24/7.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a lot of USBs.
Yeah, it is.
It's not that bad. Like it's a well. Think about it.
4 more. If we had another mic, 3 headsets.
Yeah, well, 3 headsets you can do off of a aux splitter,
Yeah.
so you can split
Yeah.
it into 5 different directions, and then the USB you just gotta get a double for one of these. Done. It's not too bad.
But whether that affects the quality or not,
Yeah, we have to check.
that's the other one.
Yeah, that's a good
There's going to
point.
be a bit of delay when you add in an adapter or whatnot.
Unless we can use a USB-C, because
speaking
I've got a
about this style of
USB-C on
stuff.
the side.
Should we wrap up? So we
Yeah.
can talk about this kind of stuff off mic.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, it's all content, isn't it?
Yeah, it is all
Well,
content.
this is the first couple of episodes, so it's not too bad.
So, still content. Ooh,
Until we find our niche.
Until we find our niche, what people are going to enjoy, what we love,
What
holding
we
people's
enjoy.
hand,
Hold my hand.
being cute, being the boys,
You were just like,
like brother.
brother.
I need to stretch my hand.
Other than that,
Yeah, I think we might end it
I
there then.
think Lachlan's
about
going to click the button in a moment for me.
Yeah.
We're going to say thanks for
100%.
listening to the Rejects Roundtable podcast.
Yeah, that is now the official
On
name.
the official
Now the
name,
official name.
and
For
the
now.
official first episode.
Oh, don't change it on me again.
The pilot episode you see won't have a name in it because we're still thinking about it.
Yeah, no, I think we
And
did say
there's
it at
some
the
things that
beginning,
will
but...
get bleeped.
No, we're
yeah,
not
because
bleeping shit,
Adam-
mate. Fuck off.
Adam is our problem child.
No,
He is the problem.
I've just
But
got a list
other
now that I
than
can't say.
that, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Lachlan,
And I'm Adam.
And
and we will
that's it.
see you next time.
We'll see you next
Yeah.
time.